I'm a big fan of the biscuit joiner. I've been using biscuits to join boards together now for probably 25 years or more. And it's not that the biscuits add any strength to the joint, but they keep the boards aligned during the glue up, and that's a big time saver. I think the main issue that some woodworkers have with biscuits is biscuits can telegraph. And what that means is over time the biscuit can contract, the biscuit will pull the surface wood down with it, and you'll end up with a slight depression in the top of whatever it is you've made, whether it's a cabinet top or a tabletop. If you look at it from a certain light, you'll see that slight depression, and that's exactly where the biscuit is. And so you'll have that depression every 10 or 12 inches, and obviously nobody wants that in their project. So there's a simple way to avoid that, and I'll talk about that and maybe one or two other things while I join these boards together. I've taken some time to arrange the boards so they have the best grain match, and now I'll mark them in the order that they'll be joined together. When I mark for the biscuit, I'll measure in at least 6 inches. You don't want to use a biscuit too close to the edge, because when you cut the top to the exact size, you could cut into the biscuit, revealing it on the edge. With the boards marked, I'm ready to use the biscuit joiner, and this is an example of the wrong depth to set your biscuit joiner. It's too shallow. The telegraphing that I talked about earlier happens when a glue-covered biscuit contracts, and it's not hard to see how the thin material here could contract with the biscuit, creating a depression or telegraphing. The way I avoid that is I set the biscuit joiner deeper to about 3/8 from the top of the biscuit to the top of the board. And if any telegraphing occurs, it happens at the bottom. Telegraphing can also occur if the biscuit expands. Another way to avoid telegraphing, especially when joining thinner boards, is to simply not add any glue to the biscuit slot. To clean up the glue squeeze out, I'll use a little sawdust and a wet rag. And I didn't get this on camera, but I cleaned up the bottom of the top too. I think it's just a lot easier to clean up the glue while it's still wet than after it dries. Okay, well that's all there is to it, and it's really simple joining boards with the help of a biscuit joiner. And the fact that the boards are aligned nice and flush really reduces the time that you'll need to spend sanding. This is a Sapili top for the next project that I'm working on, which is a double-sided cabinet. One side will be an electric fireplace, the other side will be an open bookcase, and that video should be up in about a week or two. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and as always, thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you next time.